Good day, sir. So we are Group 5 and we are assigned to report the necessary considerations for an effective polygraph testing and the usual duration of a polygraph testing. So the first presenter will be Sir Roland Cantlishan.
Good day, sir. This is my topic, the instrument, and what are the necessary considerations for an effective polygraph testing. The instrument, the polygraph examination uses the polygraph instrument as the device used for recording the result. Hence, all its components and accessories must be operational and functional. The examiner should check the sensor transducer attached to the body of the subject. And there are the body of the attached subject, pneumograph tube, and blood pressure cuff, finger electrodes, and pneumograph tube is fastened on the subject chest and abdomen through the beaded chain. Blood pressure cuff, the same type used by physicians, is fastened on the subject's upper right arm or bicep. Finger electrodes fastened to the left index and the ring fingers of the subject, and must be guided by the parts and function the instrument as follow. There are pen lifter, chart drive module, paper tier bar, mechanical pneumo module, galvic skin reflex, GSR module, chart drive ruler lever, spimo manometer dial, and pino 1 and pino 2 cuff. Pen lifter raises or lower pen to 3 positions. Chart drive module propels chart paper at the rate of 6 to 12 inches per minute, also known as chemograph. Paper tier bar provide cutting edge for removal of chart. And mechanical pino module recording part, mechanical pino channel. Galvic skin reflex GSR module is a recording part of a mechanical cardio channel. And the chart drive roller lever, left chart drive roller for paper change and chart removal. And the spimo manometer dial is reads operating pressure of cardio channel. Pneumo 1 is a pneumatic connection for upper thoracic pneumography. And same 2 is a pneumatic connection for lower. Cuff is a connection of cardio channel subject cuff tubing. And pump, centering control, sensitivity control, GSR mode switch, GSR input connector, cardio lock lever, and vent. Pump is connection for hand pump used to inflate subject cuff. And centering control is a position pin or chart. Rotating clockwise raises the pen while counterclockwise rotation lower it. Operates similarly on a channel. Sensitivity control is determine the tracing size. Rotating clockwise increasing size while counterclockwise rotation decreases size. And GSR mode switch is a select the operating mode for GSR channel, manual or automatic. And the GSR input connector, aspect plug from GSR subject attached cord. Cardiac liver is a embolizes mechanical cardio mechanism when not in use. Vent is a perform venting function on pneumatic system. The examiner should also familiarize himself with the control mechanism of the polygraph instrument. There are resonance control, hand electrode, panel control, off and on power switch, subject resistance control, reactivity control, self-centered normal switch, and self-centering mode. Resonance control is allow you to clear up or make a better pattern when you have too much pulse pressure of the subject. Hand electrode, this is a fastened to the hand by the switch band. Function is to make electrical contract with the subject. Panel control, to allow the operator to control or adjust the operation of the galvanograph. There are other 5 important control. Off and on power switch. On switch energize the galvanograph section. Subject resistance control, balance the galvo section to the skin resistance of the subject. Reactivity control, adjust sensitivity of the galvo section. Self-centered normal switch, select either mode or operation. Self-centering mode, the circuit electronically center the pen itself after every exertion. And control of a cardiopulmonograph section, manual centering knob, vent valve, resonance control, and control of the pulmonograph section, manual and centering knob. Manual centering knob used to place cardio in its proper place on the chart. Vent valve, it used to left atmosphere pressure into the system and used to release pressure all or parts of the pressure. Resonance control is used to decrease the altitude of the cardio tracing and used to trap the diagnostic node. Control of the pulmonograph section. Manual centering knob is used to position baseline in the pneumatic tracing in the upper heavy horizontal line. With the vent down, the system is loose and non-operative. With the vent up, the system is open and ready for use. And uses of the vest. There are A to E. A is to stop the pin between the test and to prevent possible tabor assembly. B, to prevent pin from possible jam by moving up or down in one place of the chart paper. C, to stop pen during the tube adjustment. D, to assist in gaining amplitude. E, to let atmospheric enter into the system. And this is my topic.
So the second reporter will be Sir Abraham Lincoln.
The examiner, basis to all that has been said with regards to the utilization and accuracy of the polygraph techniques is the matter of the examiner qualifications and skill. An examiner must be an intelligent person with a college degree. He should have an intense interest in work itself, a good practical understanding of human nature and suitable and personality trials which may be evident from his otherwise general ability to get along with people and to be well liked by his friends and societies. subject. Generally, there are three types of subject for polygraph testing: a suspect, the victim, or complainant, witness. Especially the following can be subjective for polygraph testing. Subject as guilt is defined or reasonably certain emotion offender. Person who commit crimes in the heat of position. Person who offends are accidental in nature. Non-emotional offender. Person who commit crimes for financial gain. Subject who guilt and devoutful of uncertain. A subject for the polygraph testing must be in good physical and mental condition before he or she may be submitted for examination. On the other hand, there are groups of subjects who cannot be recommended undergo polygraph testing, such as the following: person who have extreme nervousness, person who have physiological abnormalities such as high blood pressure, hypertension, heartbeat disease, respiratory disorder, tooth case, severe headaches, and practically any painful ailments. Person with mental abnormalities, unresponsive persons, such as those who suffer mental fatigue who are under the influence of drugs or alcohol, pregnant women, person below 18 years of age.
So the third presenter will be Sir Kendrick Serande.
The examination room. The examination room is importantly considered for effective polygraph testing. The condition of the room must be as follows. Lie detector tests should be considered in a quiet private room. A room with none of the usual police surroundings and with no distraction within the subject view. A room without any windows at all. The interrogation room should contain no ornaments, pictures, or other objects which would distract the attention of the person being tested or interviewed. A room free from noise such as the ringing of telephone or with the conversation of person outside the examination room. The presence of other officers may produce distraction which will interfere with satisfactory diagnosis of deception should also be avoided.
Since the test must be conducted under conditions of privacy, in order for the examiner to safeguard himself against the possibility of subsequent accusation of misconduct, either physical abuse or sexual abuse towards a female subject, a secretary, preferable female in the observation room should be designated, for this will afford protection as the female object. Moreover, there are additional advantages to an observation room. A subject in police custody can be watched by his guard to prevent escape, and the viewing may afford protection to the examiner from physical harm and against damage to the instrument by a subject in an attempt to spoil an effective examination.
I am Rosame Tubiasanyala and I am the last reporter. So number 5, other considerations. So in order to conduct a satisfactory lie detector test, the following must also be considered. Number 1, it is advisable for the examiner to obtain from the investigators interested in the case all of the available facts and circumstances forming the basis of the accusation or suspicion suspicion directed against the person to be examined. So this will include, of course, the details of the case itself, or such information is essential to the examiner so that he will be in a position to know questions should be asked of the subject during the test. So the next other considerations is the subject should be informed of the nature of the test and what is the purpose of it. So the instrument should be pointed out to him as one which is capable of determining whether or not a person is telling the truth about a given matter. So, of course, the subject should be informed that it records certain bodily changes and the instrument will not cause any physical pain except for a slight temporary discomfort occasioned by the blood pressure cuff. So the third other consideration is that the subject should understand the following statements. If you are telling the truth, you have nothing to worry about. This instrument will indicate you are telling the truth, and I report the fact to the officers who requested me to make the test. The machine itself will show it, and I'll tell you so. And then I'll ask you to let me hear the truth. That is fair enough, isn't it? And you don't mind taking the test, do you? Experience has indicated that such statement tends to relieve the emotional tensions in a person who is telling the truth. So, at the same time, they offer no relief to the liar. Moreover, asking the subject's consent has proved worthwhile in those cases where the criminal confessions are obtained as a result of the test. So, there are important reminder to the examiner. So, the following must be considered. First, do not wait until the last minute to ask a person to take the test. Second, do not tell the subject everything that you know about the offense or about him. So, as the examiner, we should limit ourselves in asking questions. So, other is do not fail to investigate the case before you ask a person to take the test. Next, if some reasons it must be temporarily taken, the investigator must continue investigating the case. Next is do not tell anyone that the lie detector will decide whether one is innocent or guilty. The court will be the one who make the decision. So, of course, the court will be the one to make the decision if whether the the s- I mean the subject is innocent or guilty. And the last is if the test indicates that the person did not tell the truth, or if the person confesses after the test, do not think that the investigator is over. So, next topic is what is the usual duration of a polygraph testing? So, polygraph examination normally takes from 1 to 3 hours depending on the purpose of the examination as well as the subject's attitude and any other factors that causes lengthy examination. So, examination sometimes may be very short due to the confession of the subject during the process of the test, or may be prolonged when examiner seeks to resolve inconsistent or inclusive patterns of responses. So, the actual questioning aspects of the examination, which may be repeated to 3 or 4 times and last no longer than a few minutes of each questions. So, so basically, it limits may be set in some cases because the blood pressure cuff can be inflated from 10 to 12 minutes, causing the subject undue discomfort. So that's all about our report, and thank you.